So the editing, cutting, splitting, trimming, all of that stuff gets done. Well, I think editing is all the same. Hi-ya! Huh. Yeah! Hey minions, this is Z. It's your face again. This video is going to be about the gear I use for all the videos that I make for presenting my lovely self for your visual pleasure. Now I know it's not the top end model of the videos that others have to offer, but I just want to see a before and after, because I'm going to save up. I'm going to get something much more awesome, inshallah, later. So let's get to it. Right here. Alright, so this is what I use for recording my videos. Yep, the Samsung Galaxy S5. Yeah, it's an amazing phone. But now this phone was beyond par at the time of the release, because it was primarily waterproof, well, water resistant. So yeah, I guess that's somewhat the same. So nothing could obviously affect it unless you lose the seal to this. Now if you guys can see that, that is the charging port, and it had a seal on it that would cover it from all sorts of demonish activities. But on the whole, this is an amazing video. Now if you remember the beginning of the video that I had shot with the time lapse, it had some snow in it. Yep, that was taken from this phone. And unfortunately, it was not covered. So when I was taking the video, the snow came and excuse me, may I come in? Well, of course you can. And it entered and ruined my damn phone. So I just lost like almost everything from it. It entered this charging port and I got it shown. Unfortunately, if you guys can see that, that is some sort of litmus. It's pink or red in color, and that is a water damage proof. It's supposed to be white, but because the water entered it, yeah, it got screwed from that day on. And the only problem is it works alright, but it doesn't charge. I mean, if you try charging it, it gets charged for like 2 seconds and then it goes charged for another 2 seconds. So yeah, that's the story of this phone. A beautiful phone, I would suggest it to anyone, but unfortunately that's what I've got right now. Now currently what I'm using right now is my friend's Samsung J3, or yeah, some sort of J series, I'm not sure. Another tool that I use is this selfie stick. It's a very comfortable tool if you're trying to shoot videos. It holds the phone, you can hold the stick, and then yeah, you know the deal. So it's very uncomfortable holding the phone like this and then recording yourself, because it doesn't give you that stability in image. Yeah, so I used that, but well, unbelievably I broke that too. Like I bought it right before I got to Canada, and yeah, yeah, that was a headshot. I broke its head. I was trying to adjust the head, and then yeah, I guess I'm too strong for human or domestic items. And currently I'm using this selfie stick right now, which I don't have a tripod, so I'm using 2 bottles just to balance it. This is also another friend's gift. Good dude, thank you, man. Now this is a tiny tripod that I use because it would take some stable images if I'm trying to put this and then, you know, some face-to-face conversations. But the only problem with this is it doesn't extend. It just has that much height, so I gotta go back and then record it. An unbelievable thing is I broke this too. Wow, I'm a genius. So the thing that I broke was it had 3 legs, and yeah, I broke one of it. Well, I guess that's what you get for buying things from Dollarama. It was about $3 or $2, so yeah, that's also broke, but I use my friend's tripod at times, so yeah, that gets it done. Good God, I think I need a lot more friends now because I keep breaking my own stuff. I hope that I don't break any of their stuffs. That is a tripod. Now the item I use to get most of the work done is that thing. Alright, now that is the Acer F15 laptop. The sleek stuff. Well, not so sleek, but amazing stuff, I tell you that. It is an amazing thing that I got for a good deal. Yep. If you guys can see all of that, it's got a 12 GB RAM, 1 TB hard disk, it's got this lighting keyboard, and yeah, it's some primitive stuff, but I keep enjoying it. It's the little things, right? What the hell happened? It's got a Core i5, a 2.6 gigahertz processor, a 6 GB graphics card, a 12 GB RAM, and 1 TB hard disk. I got it for a good deal from Best Buy, and this is where most of the work gets done. So the major editing of my videos are done by using the Windows Movie Maker. Yeah, fist pump! I know it's quite primitive, but it gets the work done. I'm still a beginner, so yeah. This is the headset that I use. Well, I don't know what sort of role those headsets have, but yeah, that is the JBL's, I forgot the model name. Yeah, that's the stuff that I use. Now, apart from these, there are a few very important stuffs that I haven't discussed yet. Now, here are a few unwritten gears that every creator maintains. One is ego. Well, it's a good thing and definitely a bad thing. Now, ego is the concept of self-value, self-worth. Talent. Yep, you need to be talented in whatever thing that you're interested in. Uniqueness. Well, you gotta be different, right? Because everybody is taken except you. And idea. Well, an idea can change your life. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, I think I stole that line from somewhere. Brilliant. Well, if you're gonna do something in your life that you love, then you gotta be brilliant about it. There's gotta be a sign of brilliance in it. Boom. Entertaining. You gotta be entertaining so that people don't lose focus on you. Bam! You gotta have a beautiful story in each of the topics that you give. Or rather, a concept of what you're trying to say. Now, story is the whole purpose of creation itself. If you don't have a good story, you don't have a great audience. Now, story is the reason for creation. All of these factors are just supporting roles to this great concept. These are all just pillars. Story is the foundation. This is the baby. These are just the cradle that protects the baby. Now, sometimes all of these factors are around the story, and that sort of makes a great movie. Yeah, that's right, balls. You gotta have a lot of balls to do whatever you gotta do without listening or taking crap from anyone. Well, let's just rephrase that, or yep, that's a little better. You gotta have guts to take on the unknown. You gotta be well equipped with only yourself to deal with uncertainties and risks. For me, guts is when handling a camera or taking a camera and just roaming around with it. Well, that's a lot of people looking at you, maybe judging you. It gets very weird when people see that you're recording and there's that unwritten shyness or some sort of difficulty to take out a camera and just walk around places. Now, isn't it super weird when you're at this wedding enjoying your food when suddenly this camera dude appears and starts filming you, eating up, gnawing, chewing, and grinding on that stuff. And then you're like super confused whether you should chew or swallow, and you're like, oh my god, that dude's recording me, I gotta look good with all the food right around your face. That's how people feel when I record them. So you get that awkward feeling when you're holding a camera and roaming around. And definitely love. Yes, that is one thing that handles almost everything in your life. Now screw all of this, but you've got this on your side, you're going to be amazing at what you do. Now love is something that I do have very much for what I am doing right now. I love the whole concept of how people sort of compress this whole life scenario into an hour and a half. right? Yeah. Now I'm not sure whether I have all of these, but I'm definitely sure that I've got two of these, and they are, yep, these two. These two I have. I'm trying to get rid of this, and I'm trying to have this for always. Now I've told you that I'm planning to upgrade my gear. These are what I have in mind. Number one is the... Now it's not because I love the phone or the brand, it's because I do love the camera. And this thing costs around $1,309. Now my second, but actually my first goal is to get a Canon 80D. Yep, this should be the first one actually, and that costs around $1,999.9. Well, it's not 2000, so yeah, let's think positive. Now the reason I'm going for the Canon 80D is because, one, it's an amazing stuff for recording. I've asked around a few professionals and seen a few videos about it, and it is one of the best stuffs in market to record. Now this is the price for the wide angle lens as well. And my third is to get tripod. Well, not Manfrotto, I could just go for the Gorilla Pod or something. $99.9. Now, do these look expensive? God damn they are. I mean, why dream small, right? Now, these would total to a whopping $3,409. This is my target. This is my goal, and this is my current objective. This is my savings. Ooh, I forgot to talk about the tripod. I need that because it's that flexible type, quite a cool thing to have. If you don't know what that is, check out Casey Neistat's video. He uses that like all the time. And definitely because of what I am doing right now, I'm balancing it on two bottles. And yeah, I think having a tripod would be a little better idea. Okay. Now all of these make no damn sense if you don't have this. Now this is a very important thing that you should all understand and value actually, because this is a highly overrated, highly overused term obviously, but it is still a word that people tend to use because it is of high value. Now there is this very famous quote said by a very famous leader. Now that is something that has stuck with me and stuck in my head for a really long time. Now when Dr. Abdul Kalam Bro said this, it actually got me thinking as to what would I do to actually quit my sleep over. And it was well said. Now everybody who's got a job out there, who's working out there, I hope you guys are doing what you love, cherish the most, that you are glad to lose your sleep over. Not the job making you lose your sleep, but you sacrificing it out of your own intentions, out of your own love. It doesn't let you sleep, the passion within it. That's what should drive you. So I hope you guys find a job that you love and makes you lose your sleep over, not out of necessity, but out of desire. Because what is the purpose of life without love, right? See?